Buljinaka, do you know that cybercrime is becoming a growing problem in Fiji?
Cybercrime is defined as a crime in which a computer is the object of the crime, such as hacking and spamming.
Cybercrime is also cyberbullying and using fake profiles to cause panic and spreading false news.
If you're involved in this or know anyone who's committing
In this bulletin, Parliament debates USP situation. Nawaikula slammed for suggesting military takeover. And $500 million TC Yasa damage bill.
The studios of FBC Suva.
A bill to set up an anti-corruption court was passed in Parliament today. Attorney General Ayaz Said Kayum, while debating the bill, said there is no evidence that there will be interference in the judiciary, as claimed by opposition MP Niko Nawaikula. Pranita Prakash reports.
Opposition MP Niko Nawaikula has accused the government of interfering with the judicial system, claiming this is an abuse by the government.
They are manipulating the judicial system for the very reason to keep them there, for a very reason to threaten, to intimidate. They have done that. FICAC and other constitutional established independent bodies are not independent.
It does not in any way mean that the judiciary is going to be interfered with. Absolutely not. Not a single shred of evidence.
NFP leader Professor Biman Prasad says there is no guarantee that there will be consistent judgments.
If we are not getting the courts to deal with corruption cases, expeditiously, efficiently, is to do with the efficiency of our court system.
However, Syed Kayum maintains the anti-corruption division of court will ensure judges and magistrates become specialized in such matters.
They say it will have an enormous impact on the budget. No. It's a division created. We don't physically go and create a division that requires money. It's in law. Again, without any verification of facts.
The new division will be set up once the bill is signed off by the President and gazetted. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Opposition MP Niko Nawaikula has today suggested in Parliament that the current Fiji-First government needs to be removed, and there are two ways to get this done. However, he prefers the voting process. Nawaikula says the other way is by the military. Nawaikula's comments while debating on the anti-corruption division bill has copped a lot of criticism from the government side, while this has also not gone down well with a member of his own side. Ritika Pratap reports.
While debating on the anti-corruption division bill, the usual antics of Niko Nawaikula was at play again.
We cannot rely on our friends, on the UN to help us. The US will not help us. New Zealand will not help us. Australia will not help us. We have to rely on ourselves.
Nawaikula's rant about the use of military input did not go down well with one of his own.
Yeah, that should not have been said. And I think that is probably his own opinion. But I will not say such a thing.
Attorney General Ayaz Said Kayum says it is unfortunate that despite the call of a supposed coup by Nawaikula, no member of opposition took offense with the comment. He labelled the comment as appalling.
It's quite appalling, isn't it? It's extremely appalling comments made by someone from a political party that pontificates, including the NFP, about military intervention, and here he is just standing up on a whim and making these comments. It's quite appalling, and obviously his leader needs to look at this issue, but it's obviously setting a very bad precedent.
Other government ministers also took a swipe at Nawaikula.
Absurd and ridiculous, especially when you're talking about trying to preserve democracy.
Everyone needs stability, and stability during the challenging times that the nation is facing. We all need to show responsibility and leadership. And I hope he goes back tonight, has a think about what he said, and comes back tomorrow a better person.
We were very shocked to hear a member of parliament, an honourable member of parliament, and a lawyer saying that we should have an illegal takeover of the government. Rather unfortunate, and I I look forward to an apology from him.
Nawaikula has continuously made absurd comments against the government in parliamentary sittings. We have sought comments from other MPs on the matter. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
The government says there are a number of governance issues within the University of the South Pacific which happened under the leadership of Professor Paul Alwalia. This comes after a group of professors, associate professors and senior staff sent an open letter that Professor Alwalia was not the best choice for USP. Lina Rees has more.
Economy Minister and Fiji's representative to the USP Council, Ayaz Said Kayum, says a simple independent investigation could solve governance issues within USP.
Yet the Council refused to do that. There was all sort of, sabotaging of this particular process. All we wanted was a clear and independent assessment of that. And we're quite happy to then, after the independent assessment, whatever the result came out, we'll continue the grant.
A statement by 11 academics who wish to remain anonymous claimed that Professor Alwalia was responsible for the brain drain from the university, with some of the best minds and most respected academics leaving. Said Kayum stresses that government maintains its position on good governance.
What we are concerned about, obviously, is the actual good governance issues, and that is how you're going to run the university on a transparent basis. There are a lot of people, for example, who've been appointed without due process. Certain positions, obviously, that should have been advertised externally outside the university or only advertised internally.
The minister says these and other issues are before the USP Council, and whether the Council does anything about them is another matter. Lina Rees, FBC News.
172 Fijians have been employed following the remodeling of 17 businesses previously operating as nightclubs. Minister for Trade and Commerce, Fayaz Koya, confirms these nightclubs have now opened as taverns. He adds some new businesses have also opened up in the last few months. The Commerce Minister adds support to the micro, small and medium enterprises have also been ongoing. Koya says close to $30 million has been paid out as consensual loans to 5,500 Fijians.
One of the successful recipients of the micro enterprise loan of $7,000 was actually able to purchase some new tools for his business and secure bigger construction jobs, and now keeps 9 Fijians employed in the West. There's a mother of 2 who was actually laid off, who is now able to start a poultry business to sustain an income and support her family. And there was a former finance officer who used to be in hotels. He started a bakery, and that produces 300 bread loaves a day, and looks to expand by adding a second bakery in Raki town.
139,000 people have been directly affected by Category 5 severe tropical cyclone Yasa. Minister for Disaster Management Inia Seriratu told Parliament the damage assessment confirms that 31,000 households suffered at the brunt of the natural disaster. Seriratu says the losses are estimated at around $500 million. 6,184 homes were partially damaged and 2,141 were destroyed across the 4 divisions.
In the Northern Division, we had a total of 1,862 fully destroyed and 5,837 partially damaged. In the Eastern Division, 277 fully destroyed with 310 partially damaged, and in the Western Division, 2 fully destroyed and 37 partially damaged.
The Cybercrime Bill 2020 has been passed by Parliament. The bill is a step towards ensuring that cyber technology is utilized as it should, and at the same time it does not impede Fiji's efforts towards social, economic and political development. Attorney General Ayaz Said Kayum says the bill will give domestic criminal procedural law power to investigate and prosecute cyber and computer-related offenses in a fast and effective way. Said Kayum says this will also signal to the rest of the world that Fiji is a safe place to do business.
Because it will help modernize our laws and give a lot of not just investor confidence to those coming to Fiji, but domestic investor confidence and also our own citizens.
Up ahead, World Rugby coaching course for local coaches and stage set for Futsal League. Stay with us.
Oir na ngone no de nunu enda bisi ni mataka.
Mersu sunga da kena loma dina kena mikron.
Sakena ngau na mitaro bina no na baksa ngai ka wala loma takina ngone. Dala bina oya o meliki.
bulre o eu Samuel Samuli.
Nama kikirau ena be mataka.
Boniti kina makarombuka.
Ni waitiri kalimana miniti me ona kina tiri na kaloko. Ena Radio Fiji One nandomo ibiti.
Pindah-pindah na mataka dan ramai na singabo.
Fiji Sevens coach Gareth Baber says the best part of learning is putting it into practice. Baber, together with World Rugby educators, is helping out local coaches in their World Rugby Sevens Level 2 course. These coaches are part of the Super 7 series teams. Baber says the more they learn, the better it will be for the game in the country.
Guys have the opportunity to come in and discuss with each other and discuss with professional coaches and professional coach educators on the game itself, what World Rugby is looking at, but specifically what how we want to develop the game here in Fiji.
Ratu Kantavlevu School Rugby League teams are revisiting the basic skills of the game. This is an important factor for the school as they start preparation for the new league season. Teacher Uleya Silawe says getting the basics right will be key in their campaign to scoop all great titles.
We were blessed to have attended a workshop on level 1 coaching last week. We were able to grasp more knowledge on the basic skills of rugby, which is something that both of our kids still need to work on.
Fiji Finals gold medalist Vilame Tukindia is taking a leap of faith for the upcoming secondary school's athletics meet. The 2019 Coca-Cola Games junior high jump gold medalist has a mammoth task of defending his title, this time in the intermediate division. Tukindia's older sister Cecilia was also a gold medalist in the intermediate girls high jump finals at the Coca-Cola Games in 2019. The 17-year-old hopes to defy all odds and break his personal best of 1.72 meters, setting a target of 1.80 meters come April.
I'll just try and compete with the other tall competitors. I'll try and have a positive thinking. Try and have a positive attitude towards the training, and discipline is a must.
The National Futsal League begins today. 6 district teams in the Southern Division will go head-to-head. Fiji FA Media Officer Avikash Chand says that they are expecting tough competition as teams will be looking to take down current champs Suva. Chand says, interestingly, there will be some district reps that have switched to join the futsal side this weekend.
The 6 Southern Zones, Southern teams who are participating in this tournament, they will once again come back on the tap and show the skills on futsal after the successful season last year.
Heavy rain and thunderstorms are forecast for the group tomorrow. That's FBC Morning News. Join us at 7 p.m. for Major Bulletin. For news you can trust, get the facts from FBC's TV, radio and digital news at fbcnews.com.fj. Take care and good morning.
हमारे खूबसूरत देश फिजी में चाइल्ड अब्यूज की घटनाएं आए दिन बढ़ रही हैं।
क्यों बच्चों का मासूम बचपन अब्यूज का शिकार हो जाता है?
अपने बच्चों की सुरक्षा का खास ख्याल रखें।
उनसे बातचीत करें, उनके दोस्तों के बारे में जानें।
आज के बच्चे देश का भविष्य है। मैं दीप्ति
और मैं मोनिश,
आपके हमसफर। शामिल हो जाए हमारे साथ मंडे टू फ्राइडे
5:45 AM से 10 AM तक
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन पर।